Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. It's officially winning time in the NFL. In today's wildcard matchup, victory is the only option for these two teams. It's the Chargers going up against the Bills.
Okay, Larry, thank you. Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Buffalo Bills. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 29. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Let's go.
In motion comes the tight end left. Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3 and out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. This one away by the punter Dar. It's taken to the 26. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Watson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Watson now to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Now they try the right side here. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
He'll take it at the 42. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. From the gun, here's Watson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. The tight end in motion right. Third and long. It's Watson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills getting set to go. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
No gain on the play there, second down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard. Right around the 31. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is knocked down from the side at the 33. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now they try the right side here. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Slot man moves right. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Try the right side here. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. First down, Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Running back. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on 3rd down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Watson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And he'll give it here to his running back. Space to maneuver at the 40. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Watson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
To throw on second is Watson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Chargers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. To throw is Watson. Going up top. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. To go here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout.
Come on, let's go. Let's round. Ohio.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Come on, let's go.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
First down, it's Watson. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second down now after the incompletion. Block it in motion right. Watson just beating the play clock. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Taco Charlton. Now the Bills will take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Here's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now a handoff looking right. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Here we go. Right at 38. Right at 38.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now
to start this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
He'll let this thing go for Sanders. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Bills on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked off that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. To sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Time running out here on the play clock. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
The play clock's running down.
Come on, let's go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They'll set up a throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On second down, here's Watson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. The Chargers on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The Chargers on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 11. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Taking on the midfield logo. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Let's go!
Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back now in Buffalo. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Faking the give. Now Watson. His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And Elliott puts this one through. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And here come the Bills. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense.
Let's go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Right at the 45.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. So it'll be 1st down here after the run. They'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs,
nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary 1st step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3 and out.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock.
Come on, let's go.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Chargers on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Ohio. 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 Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Back to throw. Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. Now a handoff here to his running back. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Second down following the run. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The Chargers on third down, a very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense.
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 40. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 92 yards. And his guys now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. One more hurdle here. They need the 2-point conversion to, for the moment, stay alive in these playoffs. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Let's go!
And to give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Here we go!
Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And as the fourth quarter winds down here, we're all even.
And no one wants this game to extend. They want to go ahead and win it right now.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Charles, you think back to some of the great OT games in postseason history. There have been a lot of them. I think in January 2016, Hail Mary from Aaron Rodgers, but the Cardinals were able to survive that game.
Yeah, you need a Larry Fitzgerald, which the Cardinals had, to trump an Aaron Rodgers Hail Mary, and they did so. But let's go back. 1982. Okay, don't say it. I know I'm the old guy here. But San Diego at Miami, one of the classic NFL games that was finally decided in overtime. Dan Fouts to Kellen Winslow, and the Chargers advance to the AFC Championship game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here we go. 38.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to him.
And now this first drive in OT continues as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Let's go! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one down to the 10. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line now.
Here we go!
They'll drop the throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.